So welcome everybody. My name is Margie Norman. I'm the Director of Career Services. I am also an alumna of the college. I graduated way back, 1983, okay? And I'm finishing up my 26th year here at the college. I absolutely love Austin College. I am rude to the bone. So I'm anxious to show you what I do here at the college and what keeps me here, okay? I'm going to share my screen. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Showing? Okay. So I like to use our Austin College website and our career services web pages to talk about career services because we've put so much of what we do right there at your fingertips so you can look it up yourselves. So career services is an office that helps students from, even before you start coming to Austin College, we can answer questions and help you to all the way through, beginning in your fall semester of first year, all the way till senior year, and then even after you graduate. We are here to help you succeed. We're not a placement center, so it's not like students register with us and they put a resume in with us and then we place them in internships, place them in jobs, do things like that. We don't do that. Our mission is to really teach students how to plan for their life's work so that once they graduate and they have another opportunity and another opportunity, they're able to reflect and go through the entire process over and over again, right? They have the tools. You teach a man how to fish and he'll eat the rest of his life, sort of like that. So this is just our mission statement and what we do. But right up here, we have all of the little links to everything that we offer here. We'll touch on our 4-year plan really quickly. So the 4-year plan is not something that is set in stone, and it's not something that you have to say, get printed out and check all the boxes off. Like I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. You can if you want to. But what we've done is we have identified different things within each year that you're here that you can participate in that will help you be very competitive for employment or to enter graduate or professional school when you graduate, okay? But you have to participate. You have to actually do these things in order to be competitive. So first year, we meet with students through the first year seminar. We tell them all about us. We invite you to come in, start a conversation with us. Let us get to know you, because the more we know you, the more we can share ideas and opportunities with you. We help you do some self-assessment to really figure out looking at interest-based preferences, all of those kinds of things. We introduce you to Handshake, which is our internship and job posting platform. Very, very robust. We have employers from all Fortune 500 companies to government organizations, nonprofit, education, you name it. Handshake is the key. And you will be entered into Handshake as soon as you'll have an account. Explore different careers, occupations. The applied learning, you can start in your first year. We have it in the 3rd year. But there's no reason why you can't start your first year, okay? And I'll tell you how you can do that. We have career workshops. We have career fairs, nonprofit fairs, graduate professional school days. We have etiquette dinners. We help you connect with study abroad. Let's see. And then finally, we help you put it all together into your package, create your toolkit, get all of your job search tools together, help you with graduate school or professional school applications, and then send you on your way. And I always say, our staff always says, you leave here to go on, to do your life, right? But we never leave. We're always here for you, okay? Same thing with all of our alumni. They are always willing to step in and help an Austin College student or an alumna or alumnus. So let me talk about internships. Let's see, I had my little thing open here. Here we go. Okay, internships or applied learning. Don't know how much you all have heard about this yet, but applied learning is really woven into the fabric of Austin College. It's very important. Faculty, staff, we all really believe it's important for our students to understand how what they're learning in the classroom or what they're learning in their leadership activities and organizations, what they're learning through their work study positions, how that all relates to the outside professional world. We want you to be able to early make those connections, okay? So through Career Services, we have 2 specific programs that we administer. One is called the Career Study Off Campus, otherwise known as CSOC. So you'll find out at Austin College, there's titles with a lot of words in them. So we use a lot of acronyms, but you get used to it pretty quickly. So Career Study Off Campus is an opportunity for students to do an internship or have a shadowing experience, volunteer, or it can be paid, and you receive academic credit for it. So how that works, you need to be classified as a sophomore, junior, or senior level student. You have a faculty member who agrees to award the credit for your internship or shadowing experience at the end of the term when you do it. You complete a reflection assignment at the end of the term. So say you do an internship, a CSOC in the fall semester as one of your 4 or 5 classes that you register for, you're going to be spending 10 to 12 hours in the field shadowing or interning, okay? And at the end of that fall semester or spring semester, you'll receive the credit for it. Another time that's really, really exciting for students to do career study off campus is January term. Now we like for our first year students to stay here their first year on campus for January term, mostly because you don't yet have a requisite 2.5 GPA recorded on your transcript at the time that you apply. So that means that the spring semester of your first year, right, you will already have your GPA from fall and Jan term. So as long as you have a 2.5 or above, we can help you find a program, an opportunity here locally or in the North Texas area that you could work into your academic schedule. Okay, I hope you're putting those questions in there. We've had everybody explore everything from accounting to zoology through this program. Like I said, January term, you only take 1 class. So the CSOC counts as your Jan term credit. It's possible for you to actually travel abroad and do an internship, have a volunteer experience, and receive CSOC credit for it. I like to tell the story about a young woman who was a senior at Austin College, and she had not had the opportunity to travel, and she was planning on going to veterinary school. So she came to us and said, I found a zoo in Australia called the Taronga Zoo, and they employ a veterinarian who specializes in working with large mammals. Could I get credit if I went there and worked with him? And we went, yes, that's so exciting. So not only do we have a list of where students have gone before, you can come up with your own experiences to get this credit, okay? Sky's the limit. We want you to explore. If you think it's something that you might be interested in, the CSOC program is a way for you to get your foot in the door, work alongside professionals, and really feel yourself in the experience to determine whether or not it's something that you want to do. Sometimes students come back and go, no way would I ever want to do that. That is nothing like I thought it was going to be. And we count that as a successful CSOC. Okay, you can do up to 6 of them during your time here. Quickly, I'll tell you about another program that we administer. This one is the Global Outreach Fellowship. Now, we haven't had the chance to do the GO Fellowship the past 2 summers because of darn COVID. But guess what? We're planning on it for the next summer of 2022. This program is a fellowship that takes 10 to 15 students each summer somewhere in the world into an underserved area to serve. It's you don't get paid. You don't get academic 3 to 10 or 11 weeks in a different country working on a project that you're very, very passionate about. We have a list of where you can choose to go. The nice thing about it is the fellowship pays for all your expenses. So 10 to 15 students at up to $5,000 per student each summer. We could spend about $50,000 for you to go. It's an amazing have a heart for service, be it that real servant leader to really do a really strong application. And yeah, we want, when you come back from the GO Fellowship, we actually have you do a digital story so you can talk about what you learned in a 3-minute segment and share your story with the rest of the college community and beyond, and encourage other students to do this program as well. All right, I know that you've got questions coming up, all right? Let me quickly talk a little bit more about some other programs that are also offered at Austin College that Career Services can help you get connected to. One is through the Center for Southwest and Mexican Studies. Now, this is one of many centers that we have here at Austin College, and they provide paid internships in the summer for students who are interested in studying history or working in museums or anthropology, things like that, things of that nature. So we've sent students to Bonham, to the Sam Rayburn Library, the Sherman Museum. We've had them at the Dallas Cultural Center, Latino Center in Houston. Students have even gone down to Querétaro, Mexico, and done an anthropological study there. So there's lots of different opportunities. I was telling Madison before I got on this call, I was on another call with a woman from McKinney, and she is with the Legacy Keepers of Old East McKinney, and they are working with Austin College to establish a internship opportunity for students who want to study the early Mexican settlers, Spanish settlers in the McKinney area, and also African-American settlers in the McKinney area. And oh, listen, the sky is the limit on what an intern could do in that program. We're real excited about it. Another program is called the Social Entrepreneurship for Poverty Alleviation. That's a mouthful. It's called the SEPA program. That's another paid internship program that students can choose to do. In that program, you learn how to write, research, and write grants for nonprofit organizations. Let me tell you, if you leave Austin College with the skill of writing grants, you will have a job always. If you go into science or business or education, definitely the nonprofit sector, and you know how to write grants, you're going to be well sought after. Once you've gone through that workshop, we place you in a nonprofit organization in this North Texas area, and you work for 2 months in the summer, and you are paid for that experience as well. Another really awesome opportunity that Austin College students have that not every undergraduate student has at other colleges and university is the opportunity to do research with your faculty members. You can do research alongside a faculty member in the sciences, in the social sciences like psychology, sociology, anthropology, education, exercise and sports studies. You can do it in the humanities. You can do historical research. You can do research in the languages, other cultural research as well. So, not every student gets the opportunity to do that going to another school. They save those opportunities for graduate students. So many of those opportunities are through endowed programs, and what that means that you're paid. Those are funded through endowments. And then others are paid through the academic department that you're working with, the faculty that you're working with. So I've just spewed a whole lot of information at you, and that's not even the short of it. I could go on and on and on and tell you about so many different opportunities, but let me stop here, and I'm going to tell you how to get in contact with me and my staff if you want to after this session, if you want to follow up with us. But I'm going to stay here and answer some questions for you. So in our office, we've been doing Zoom meetings. We're going to start seeing students in person next fall. Cannot wait. We have career coaches, myself, director, and then also Sarah Wright, our assistant director of career services and internship coordinator. Christina Robertson is also a full-time professional staff member in our office who does all kinds of things working with alumni, employers, helping us with all of our reports and technology and making our website look pretty and just you name it. Then we have 2 career peer advisors. Nancy Pineda, she's graduating this year. We're going to miss her. And Sophie Oliver, she's got another year, maybe a year and a half. She's a junior and she's in the education department and plays water polo. But these 2 young women, they help students just like we do. So they can have appointments with students working with you on resumes, cover letters, helping you find internships, just all kinds of questions that you might have, or just talking to you and kind of brainstorming ideas. They're great at that. And then we also have 2 student assistants. These are federal work study positions to put our students to work in our office, and they do really valuable work for us. So working in the Career Center at Austin College is not only fun, because we're a really fun place to be, but you learn a lot, and you can really learn a lot about what it's going to be like to be in the professional world by working in our center. So keep that in mind if you're qualifying for work study in the future. All right, it is 4:20, so I am going to, do you want me to keep sharing my screen, Madison, in case we want to go back to a program, or how do you want to do this?
You can, if you'd like to, maybe just stay on the contact page for now, so that they can write it down. In case.
Okay.
But we do have some good questions coming in.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, first, we have a question for the CSOC. Do we have to find our own internships, or is there a specific internship that Austin College provides that we need to do to get the credit hours?
That's what makes CSOC so wonderful, is that there's really no limitations. You don't have to choose from a list. You can come up with your own ideas. So if there's a place back home or a professional back home that you really want to work with, say an attorney or an accountant, an engineer, and they will invite you and host you with their company, then all you have to do is let us know, and we can help you figure out the application process. We can even help you connect with a faculty member to actually award the credit for you. But if you can't find a location or a place, definitely you can come to us and we can help you.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Another question. Is the Go Fellowship available to all grade levels?
It is. We almost always have a rising sophomore. So like a first year student applying for that first summer after their freshman year. We almost always have one in a group of 10 to 15. Obviously, we do look for the opportunities to go to the older students who have not had a chance to study abroad or have that experience. But really, it comes down to writing a really, really strong application. And you can do that by meeting with us, by meeting with Sarah and talking about the program. And she can help you really formulate your application.
That's great. That really follows into the next question we have. Do you have to submit an application for the Go Fellowship? So maybe you could unpack that a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty rigorous. If you look on the Global Outreach page, there is, it talks about the fellowship program, the deadline and submission details, and then it gives you the application and resources. So it takes you through the application. Really, it's about finding the organization that you want to go on. And we have a list of volunteer search sites that you can choose from. Really exciting. You can find the country, the type of project you want to do, and then you formulate your application. You tell us why it's important, how much you know about the community where you're going to be serving. You actually put together a budget. So you're kind of like writing a little fellowship grant for yourself, trying to convince us that you need to give me money to go do this because I'm going to make Austin College proud. And then you go through an interview process as well. So yeah, we get about 30 applications each year for 10 to 15 students.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Also, could you maybe talk a little bit about the career readiness check, what that is and what it all entails?
Yes. This spring, we're going to do it, the career readiness check virtually, but we're going to go back to in-person next fall. If it just, I don't know. Positivity is one of my top 5 strengths. So yes, we're going to do it. This is a day in the fall, usually around homecoming, and then also in the spring, usually in April, where we invite alumni professionals to come to campus to interview our students. And this is a very brief 20-minute informational interview. We pair you up with 2 professionals. You dress in your interview attire. We even make you business cards. We give you the bio of the people that you're interviewing with so that you can come up with some questions to ask them. They ask you a couple of questions. They evaluate your resume, how well you articulated stories from your resume. And all that happens in 20 minutes. It goes by really, really fast. And the students love it because many times it's the very first time a student has ever interviewed with anyone. And you can do even 2 of these during that Friday. You can schedule more than 1 interview. And then at the end of the day, we have a networking reception where everybody comes together and then you can meet with everybody that participated. So not only the 2 people you interviewed with, but everybody else who was there interviewing other students. So it's really a wonderful experience.
Yes, that's for sure. I will tell all of you here today that I actually participated in the career readiness check as a student and was extremely grateful for it. It's actually an absolutely wonderful opportunity. So keep your eyes peeled for that coming up once you get to campus. Another question, do you host or hold certain workshops throughout the year that are open to all students, like seminars and things like that?
Yes, we do everything from should I go to graduate school or not to how to apply for graduate school. We do job search workshops, writing a resume workshops, interview workshops. what else? Choosing a major or minor. I think sometimes students get really, really caught up in choosing the major and minor and getting really, really nervous about doing that. And so we like to have other students, upper class students, talk to them about what their process was like. Because really, a lot of times, most of the time, your major and minor doesn't even necessarily relate to what you're going to do with your life's work. Because it's a liberal arts college where you're learning broadly, you're learning a lot of different things, and you can apply all of those things to what you want to do with your life's work. If you want to be a psychologist, you probably need to major in psychology. But if you want to go to med school, you could major in Spanish or music or business. Just finish the prerequisites.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. If anybody has any ending questions, you can go ahead and submit them now, but we'll go ahead and wrap up. So if you have any last thoughts, anything else you'd like to add, just to wrap it all up together, thank you so much again for offering your time to share with students, all of the great things that career study or career services offers our current students. So
definitely, please reach out to us. You can email career@austincollege.edu, email mnorman@austincollege.edu. But the career@austincollege.edu email address goes to all our staff here. So, yeah.
Perfect. I just put that email in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you. I look forward to meeting all of you.
Yeah.
Can I ask Michelle Zhu, are you a legacy? Are you related to anyone who has come to Austin College before?
Yes. I'm related to Richard.
With Richard?
Mm-hmm.
I love Richard. Your brother came to see us before classes even started his first year. He won't be embarrassed either. Oh, he is so wonderful. We love him.
I'll let him know.
Okay.
That's great. Awesome. Well, thank you again, Margie, for jumping on and again, sharing all of these wonderful resources that Career Services offers. Like I said, guys, this is a really, really awesome office on campus. Get to know them right off the bat and be sure to reach out to them if you have any other questions. So thanks again for joining.